Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nela Agustin. In this video, I will tell you about the story of Beauty and the Beast. The character of Beauty and the Beast. This is a beauty, this is a father, and this is the beast. In a land far away, there lived a merchant with his three daughters, and he set out for market. He asked them what the present they liked on his return. The two daughters wanted a beautiful dress and a pearl necklace, but the third, whose name was Beauty, and the youngest, prettiest, and sweetest, said to his father, "I like roses because special for me." After finishing, he left for home, but a sudden storm blew up and he got lost. He saw a bright light shining in the middle of a wood. He came closer, and it was a castle. When he reached the door, it was open. He shouted, "Hello, anybody here? Anybody here?" And nobody came to greet him. He went inside and saw delicious dinner was already served. He shouted, but still no one came. Then the starving merchant ate them up. He saw a soft bed, and so he lay down and fell asleep. When he woke up the next morning, somebody had placed the breakfast. Shaking his head, and he thought how strange it was. Then he went out. Suddenly, Lord Rosebrush caught his eyes. Remembering his promise, he picked a rose. Instantly, a horrible creature was standing for him. The monster was wearing a red big cloth with lion head and big sharp teeth. His hands were furry with the big claws, red blood eyes, and driving voice. "Ungrateful man, I give you a saddler, you eat at my table, sleep on my bed, and now you pluck my favorite flowers. I shall put you to death. Forgive me, don't kill me, I'll do anything you say. The rose is for my daughter, Beauty. I shall you spare your life with one condition. Bring me your daughter." When he reached home in tears, he told them everything. "Dear father, I will do anything for you. Don't worry, I'll stay there." So she was led to the castle. In the beginning, Beauty and the frightened of the beast. Later, she was amazed and discovered that she enjoyed the conversation. The day passed. Beauty and the Beast became good friends, and when the Beauty become good friends. Then one day, the Beast asked the girl, "Beauty, will you marry me? Do you want to be my wife?" Taken by surprise, Beauty did not know what to say. "Marry such an ugly monster? I really cannot say yes. I would like to." "I quite understand, Beauty." Raphael made him sad. Life went on usually. One day the Beast gave her a magic mirror. "You won't feel so lonely now." In the mirror, Beauty stared for hours. She felt worried. One day the Beast found her weeping inside the magic mirror. "My father was ill and close to dying. Oh, how could I see him before it's too late?" The Beast only shook his head. "No, you will never leave this castle." However, a few seconds later, he spoke softly. If you swear that you will return her in 7 days' time, I will let you go and visit your father. I swear, I keep promise. Oh, how kind you are. So Beauty stayed beside her father for hours. Her father had fallen ill, knowing that his daughter was being kept prisoner. She described her life at the castle and explained how kind the Beast was. Finally, her father could recover, but they forgot that 7 days had gone. Then, one night she woke up from a terrible nightmare. She dreamed the Beast was dying and calling for her. Come back, come back, come back to me. The dream made her leave home soon. Hurry up, hurry, good horse. She spent the horse afraid that she arrived late. She raised up the stars and calling, but there was no reply. Her heart in her mouth. Beauty ran in the garden and triggered the Beast. His eyes shut. Beauty threw herself at it and hung it tingly. Her Beauty stared for hours. She felt bored. One day the Beast found her weeping beside the magic mirror. My father was ill, and I closer to dying. Oh, how could I see him before it's too late? It's too late. The Beast only shook his head. No, you will never leave this castle. However, a few seconds later, he spoke softly. If you swear that you will return her in 7 days, I will let you go and visit your father. I swear, I keep promise. Oh, how kind you are. So Beauty stayed beside her father for hours. Her father had fallen ill, knowing that his daughter was being kept prisoner. She described her life at the castle and explained how kind the Beast was. Finally, her father got recovered, but she forgot that 7 days had gone. Then one night, she woke up from a terrible nightmare. She dreamed the Beast was dying and calling for her. Come back, come back. The dream made her leave home soon. Hurry, hurry, good horse. She sped the horse, afraid that they arrived late. She raised up the stars and calling, but there was no reply. Her heart in her mouth. Beauty ran in the garden and there crouched the Beast. His eyes shut. Beauty threw herself at it and hugged it tightly. Don't die, I will marry you. At this word, a miracle happened. The Beast's ugly face turned magically into a handsome young man. Oh, I've been longing for this moment. I was suffering in silence and I couldn't tell you my secret. An evil witch turned me into a monster and only the love could transform me back into my real self. My dears, I'll be so happy if you will marry. The wedding took place short after that. True love had finally broken the spell. For this moment, I was suffering in silence and couldn't tell my secret. An evil witch turned me into a monster and only the love could transform me back in my real self. My dears, I'll be so happy if you will marry. The wedding took place soon after that. True love had finally broken the spell, and they lived happy.